Hi everyone, it's Helen here. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today we have this beautiful little Valentine's project. This is going to be perfect for weddings, anniversaries, baby showers, because it sort of looks like a crib. We have Easter coming up, and inside I've got some little heart-shaped chocolates, and it's quite a sturdy handle as well. You can put some heavy things in there because we've used a straw here for that support. Now you may recognise this carriage. This is actually the carriage from the Ferris Wheel Die Set that was part of the fairground attraction release last year. I'll pop a video here of the Ferris wheel in action. It's just so much fun, and today's make is super easy because it's just the carriage by itself. So let's grab the bits we're going to be needing. I'm not going to use the entire die set, it's just the carriage bits, so the mats for the umbrella and all the bits and bobs. So it's basically 2 of each, and I've also got some heart-shaped dies here just from my stash, just for nesting things, because this is a star. So I've just basically covered that up with a heart. So you can adapt this to whatever theme you want. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mat everything first. So let's get everything that I need to mat. And I'll quickly show you where everything goes. So this will go here on the bits with the flaps. And I'll glue these down off camera, and I'll be using some bookbinding glue. And these go here, will cover up those stars. And then these little teardrops here, we've got 2 of each, 1 for each umbrella. There we go. These go on just like that, and they match it right up to that notch at the top there. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue everything down. I'm going to fold everything down as well, because all the score lines are done for you. Use a bone folder as well to get some really crisp lines, and then I'll come back for assembly. Okay, so I'm just popping on my last little teardrop mat on this little umbrella. It's so cute. Now this just lines up just with the top section there, and it fits perfectly in this little scalloped area at the bottom. There we go. So we'll set those 2 aside to dry. I've also got my hot glue gun just to the side here. That is heating up, and now we're ready to start putting this together. So we're going to turn this around. We're going to just do a quick dry run. Those get joined together just like that. So add your glue just to one panel here on the base, and then line everything up so that you know that you're going to be able to close this carriage up, and this section here is not interfering with these 2 folding up. If these 2 have trouble folding that way, then you know that this side here is overlapping too much onto here, so you just need to just double check for all of that. Right, so we've got 4 tabs here, so I am going to actually add glue to all of these 4 tabs at the same time. Just makes it a lot easier. And this bookbinding glue has a fast grab, so it does kind of latch on and sets pretty fast. So all we've got to do now is just glue this together. You do just need to just stay there for a couple of seconds just to hold that in place whilst you're happy with that. And it's in place. Move on to the next one. Okay, there is our carriage. It's starting to take shape now, so let's sort out these little umbrellas. Right, so we just need to add a little bit of glue just along the bottom here, and then turn it over and just a little dab on each little end piece there. Right, now slide this on so that the 2 little end pieces go inside, and this circle here covers the carriage circle on the outside, and then you can press that down into place. Now repeat that on the other side. Right, so whilst that is just drying off, let's quickly die cut a cover. As you can see here, I've put a little cover here. This is the cover that comes with the Ferris Wheel Die Set, and here it is. It's quite a large little circle. It's bigger than these ones here. It's basically just a cover to cover where the straws come out there whilst it's on the Ferris wheel, but we can use it for this as well. So I'm going to be doing that out of the same colour, the light cardstock, a light pink. Right, so I've got my little straw here. It's just a paper straw. It's a fancy dancy one because it's got the little gold foiling on there. And I have trimmed this down to 3.5 inches. And we're going to take our little dots here, add some hot glue just to the centre of this one. We're going to work on one at a time. And then pop your straw on top of that hot glue. So you should now have something that looks like that. And then we're going to add a bit of more hot glue just to a little section around here, and then feed that through. Get it the right way, the right angle, there we are, and feed that through. So you should have something that now looks like that. And then we're just going to add a bit more glue just to the last remaining circle there. Make sure that straw is fed through this hole, and then attach that on. And try not to burn your fingers when you do this. There we go. Right, I'm just going to set that aside now. I'm not going to touch it. That is still cooling down. So let's work on our little hearts. So I have 2 little hearts here. On this one, I've used some gold foil. But I think I will use the gold foil again for the larger heart, but I might put 2 smaller hearts in the centre with maybe some light pink, I think. So let's get those cut out. Okay, so that's coming together quite nicely. That has now set. That can hold some nice bit of weight in there. I'm not too sure what would be really heavy and small you could put in there, but lots of chocolate. My 2 little hearts here, let's get those popped down. So I think I'm just going to glue these together and pop them over this little star here. Alternatively, if you want to add these onto little adhesive foam pads just to give a bit of dimension, you can do that too. I'm just going to keep it nice and easy and simple. I'm just going to cover that star up and just have everything down flat. Now I do have a choice here of bows. So whilst I'm gluing this on, I'll talk about the bows. So on this one here, I have one large bow going across the bar, but I think for this one I'm going to add 2 little bows on either side above these hearts, just so that I've got a different look and you get some different ideas on what you can do with this. And actually, if you do make this, I would actually love to see your make. So if you wanted to join us in my Facebook group and share your photos there, please do join us. It's Helen Paper Crafting with Helen Griffin, and I will leave that linked down below as well. Right, so let's do our little bows. So for this one, I've used a wide bow here. This ribbon here, this is actually leftover ribbon from my wedding, which was many years ago. I obviously bought too much ribbon, which is always a good thing. You can never have too much ribbon, but I'm going to use a slightly smaller one. This is just from my local indoor market, where there is a haberdashery and fabric shop, which I do love to pop in when I go to pick up my sausages at the butcher's. So right, so here is our first bow. I just did the bunny ears and folded them over. Trim that off. That one's a bit long. There we go. And now that is going to sit just above there. I think that is adorable as well. 2 completely different looks there. So let's get those glued on. I've kept my hot glue gun on. There we go, and now I'm just going to repeat that on the other side. I'm going to add my glue to the actual project this time, and then press that down. And then once that is dry, I could probably come back and kind of press those down just to shape them a little bit more. Best do that though once it's set properly. Right, so there's loads of treats in here, or choices that you can put in here. So let me know in the comments what you would put inside this basket. So I have here some Easter eggs. We could probably make an Easter egg version with this, but I think because I've used the hearts, we'll stick to either Mother's Day, which is for us around the corner, and also Valentine's Day as well. So I think I'll take them out of the net, because I just think they look so much nicer without being in the netting. And doing it this way, you could probably get 2 bags in here. Let's see how these look. Let's tip those in. And I think maybe we might need a bit of a base there. Look at that. So tip those out again. It's all doing with decoration now. I do actually have some of this. I don't even know what to call this. It's like zigzaggy paper confetti. It came in a gift set that I was given, so you can pop this in there, or if you have some tissue paper, you can kind of ruffle that up and pop that in as well. These little things always look good and dress things up nicely. And then we can pop our little hearts in there as well. There we go, that's much better. These want to land upside down. I want them the nice way up. It's got to look nice. And there we have our beautiful little basket full of treats. Can be ready for Valentine's Day as well. And again, if you need any ideas for if you do actually make the Ferris wheel, there is a tutorial on the Simply Made Crafts channel on how to put the Ferris wheel together. You can make a beautiful Valentine's Ferris wheel and fill them with these lovely chocolates too. Right, so that is today's project. If you like this one, give me a thumbs up. Everything that I've used is listed down below. I hope you really like this cute little project. I've got a few more Valentine's projects on the way, and I can't wait to share those with you. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to tip this up so that you can actually see this, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.